Elma Wilkie and Wayne Kaplan took our little proposal. Oh, I got to tell you about that part too. So we get our proposal, we go to Botno, and the dean says, they gave me permission to certify your credits. They didn't give me permission to sign your proposal. So I took my proposal and I drove to NDSU because they were affiliated with NDSU. I thought, I'll get the president to sign it. I didn't know it was so hard to see a president. I get to NDSU and I couldn't see the president. So there was a guy there in economic development by the name of Bob Sullivan. And so I went to see Bob and I said, here's our proposal. This is what we want to do. Could you get it signed for me? And he looks at it and says, nobody's going to fund this. And he starts drawing lines through it. No, don't do any more. I said, this is what we're going to send off. But he had marked up three lines on my first page. And he said, I can't help you. So I called Elma. Elma, I said, what am I going to do? And she says, I can't remember his name now. Anyway, he was on the state legislature. He was a native person out of Grand Forks. And I called him. He said, can you be in my office by 5? Can you be in my office by 5? And I said, I'll be there. Jumped back in my old car, and it's old beat up car to it. Took off and went to Grand Forks. And Art Raymond was his name.
Yeah.
And Art gets on the phone with the guy from the State Board of Higher Ed. And the State Board of Higher Ed said, give me a minute. He said, I'll call you right back. So he calls to Botno, tells him, sign that proposal. He was a dean. He wasn't a vice president. He was a dean. And so Art Raymond sends me on my way. I almost kissed him. I was so happy. Now I was going to get a proposal signed. So came home. By that time, it was probably midnight by the time I got home, and had to redo my proposal. I had this old typewriter, so I redid that first page and put it all together. The next morning, Elma Wilkie, Wayne Kaplan, this was how close we were. They had to get on the plane that afternoon. And so we get to Botno. The dean signs it, very nice about it. You know, he said, you understand, I needed permission. I can't do this stuff without permission. Oh yeah, okay, sign. So he signs off on it. Elma and Wayne take off out the door. They had taken the proposal, but not the signed sheet. And it's raining and ice, and the road must have had an inch of ice on it. I had my kids with me, and there was no seat belts in those days. So I go out to my car. I think I had $10 to my name, and I put it in gas. And I told my kids, lay on the seat. We got to catch that plane. And we took off. We get to the airport in Minot. I don't know how fast they drove, but we didn't get stopped anyway, but we were on pure ice. Get in front of the airport. I run into the airport, and there's Elma and Wayne sitting there. The plane got delayed because of the ice storm. So I take this sheet and I said, you guys, you forgot the signed sheet. And that was when they first went, oh no. So now our proposal was on its way to Phoenix. I go out and sit in my car and cry because I was so glad after all this, we finally got it going. But anyway, that was the beginning. They get to Phoenix. There's a big UEP ceremony. Stan, I think it's Realbird from Rosebud, or is it Redbird? Redbird or Realbird, I can't remember. I get them mixed up because there was one from Crow too that was either Realbird or Redbird. But anyway, he was a UEP man, and he did the ceremony. And that's how the tribal colleges were formed. And that was why I always caution young people, they want to say negative things, they want you to fight about this and that. And I always tell them, don't fight about the college, because it was founded in ceremony. It's a sacred sacred organization. So when things happen, they happen for a reason. You just, don't get involved in spit fights and so forth. Support it, do your best, and good things will happen. And so that's the story of the college, and that was how, how we got that going.